For this tutorial, we're going to take an image that we're going to download off the web and use that as a background image for one of our games. To begin with, I'm going to go and locate an image off the web, and in this case I'm going to use the image out of section 12.2. You can use an image that you found off the internet, but keep in mind Pygame will not automatically resize the image for you. You need to find an image that is already the size that you want, or you need to be able to resize that image using a graphics program. I don't talk about how to do that here in this tutorial, but if you search around on the web, I'm sure that you can find one. This is my background image. I'm going to go ahead and right-click on it. Once I right-click, you should get an option, something like Save Image As. I don't want to save the link, but Save Image As, depending if you are using Firefox, Internet Explorer, the link might be named just a little bit different. I'm going to save the image, and then I'm going to go to the desktop, in my case, and I'm going to find the folder that I created in order to save my project. Wherever you want to create your project, you should already have a folder. If you don't, go back to the prior section and look at that video on how to create a folder. I'm going to do Chapter 12 project, and I'm going to save my image in here. Down here at the bottom, the image has been saved, and if I close out of my browser and open up my Chapter 12 project, I can see here's my image. I've also got to start a blank Python file. This is where I'm going to place the code that's going to bring up and show this background image. Alright, I right-click on this and do Edit with Idle. Right now it just says print hello. I'm going to want to change that. I'm going to start with the template that just opens up a blank window. I can find the template that opens up a blank window underneath the examples folder. And then I scroll down and I can see Pygame base template. Here it is. I just do 2 quick clicks, copies everything, hit Control C. Then I'm going to go over here and replace this and do a Control V. There we go. Now I can go ahead and run this just to check to make sure. And there we go. I've got my blank window. I'm set. The next thing that I need to do is figure out how to load my image. To do that, before my main program loop, I'm going to add a line in order to load the image. This will load the image into memory. I need to do this outside of the main program loop because I do not want to go to the disk and load this 20 times per second. I only want to do this once when the program starts up. This line right here will load the image, but I've got no way of actually referring to the image after I've loaded it. In order to do that, I'm going to use a variable. Once it loads the image, it will return a value that will go into background image, and I'll use that value to refer to the background image when I want to display it. Furthermore, every time I load an image, it's a good idea to also call a convert function on that image, and you can do that right here. I've added the convert function, and Pygame can more easily work with the image after I've done that. Great, now I've got the image loaded and it's converted. If I go ahead and run this program, you'll see that it looks just like before. What I've done is loaded the image, but I have not told the computer to display the image. I need to do that. Right here where I fill the screen with white, I no longer need to fill the screen with white because I'm going to fill it with my image. To fill the screen with the image is screen.blit. Blit takes an image that's in memory and throws it onto the screen. I'm going to take the background image and I'm going to display it starting at 0, 0. The upper left corner of that background image is going to start displaying at 0, 0. Now when I go ahead and run this, I've got my background image. I can see the importance of specifying the 0, 0. If instead I were to do 50, 50, and run the program, you can see the image actually starts right here at about 50-50, not up in the upper left corner. Remember, when you've got something that's drawing a background image, any drawing commands that you have need to go here. You don't want to put any drawing commands up here because it'll draw it and then it'll draw the background image over it and you'll never see what you intended to draw. Not an unusual mistake. Just keep in mind, drawing commands go after you draw the background image.